Good morning, grade 6. Okay, today we are talking about measurement and we are talking about capacity. And I've got a few measuring spoons here. Let me show you. There, I've got a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon is exactly the same as 5 milliliters. So if I had a cough, I would take my cough medicine. And on this bottle, let me see if I can see what the capacity is. There we've got 100 milliliters of cough syrup. So if the doctor told me to take 3 teaspoons, I would fill it up to this rim, and I would take 3 times 5 milliliters. That would give me 15 milliliters in total. Okay, so these are measuring teaspoons or measuring spoons. And over here, I have measuring cups. If I have to measure something that's a little bit bigger, let's look at this. Here I have 1/8 of a cup, which is 30 milliliters. There I have 1/4 of a cup, which is 60 milliliters. Now, what is the capacity of a cup? The capacity of a cup is 250 milliliters. That is the size of my cup. So if I take that away, let's look at the next one. Over here, I have 80 milliliters. That's 1/3 of a cup. So that's 1/3 of 250 milliliters. And over here, I have half a cup. Half of 250, which gives me 125 milliliters. Okay, let's look at a carton of milk. There I have 1 liter of milk. Now, 1 liter of milk is exactly the same as 1,000 milliliters. 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter of milk. Now, a half of this container of milk will be a half a liter or 0.5 liters, or I can write 0.500 liters. Those two zeros, they don't matter. Okay, and that is exactly the same as 500 milliliters. So if I take this measuring beaker, here I have 100 milliliters, 200 milliliters, 300 milliliters, 400 milliliters, and a half a liter. So what will happen if I fill this measuring jug up to this level? Right here in the middle of the 100 and 200, then I would have 150 milliliters. Here, between 200 and 300, I have 250 milliliters. That's the same as 1/4 of a liter. 1/4 of a liter. 1/4 of 1,000 milliliters. That's 1,000 divided by 4. And that gives me 250. And that's exactly there, between 200 and 300. 250 milliliters. Okay, let's move on. Here I have grams. If I have to say how much do we have here, how do I measure the coffee inside of this packet, I'm going to weigh it, and this one was going to be 250 grams. Let's see something else. Here I have butter, tub of butter. This is 500 grams of butter. And over here I have a packet of tennis biscuits. There you can see 250 grams of tennis biscuits. Okay, let's go on. Okay, guys. Now they ask you a series of questions. In number 1.2, they say the capacity of a teaspoon is, and you have to decide, is it 25 milliliters, 15 milliliters, or 5 milliliters? Just write the correct answer down. 1.3 is quite straightforward, but then you'll probably have a problem doing number 2.2. So I'm going to explain this to you quickly. Okay, so at number 2, they give you a line and they say fill in the scale readings which are indicated with an arrow. So if they tell you that 3 liters is over here on this line and we have 4 liters over there, to find out what these increments are, you have to count how many parts do we have between 3 liters and 4 liters. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got to take 1 liter because there's the difference between 4 and 3 gives me 1 liter. This is 1 liter, which is exactly the same as 1,000 milliliters. So I have to divide it into 10 parts. Divide it by 10, which will give me 100 milliliters. So this will be 3 liters. This will be 3 liters and 100 milliliters. 3 liters and 200 milliliters. This one will be 3 liters and 300 milliliters. Now another way of writing this would be 3,300 liters. Okay, so this one will be 3,4, 3,5, 3,6, 3,7. So if I have 3,7 over here, and over here I have 3,8, what will be exactly halfway between 3,7 and 3,8? That will be 3,75 liters. And that's that answer. That's how you do it. Let's look at the next one. I'm going to explain number 2G to you. So over here I have 0, and over here I have 5,000 milliliters, which is exactly the same as 5 liters. So if I have 5 liters over there, and I have 0 liters over here, then this is probably going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. So this will be 1. This one will be 2 liters. If I write it like this, it's going to be 2,000 milliliters over here. Then if that's 2, that will be 3. And this one will be 4. So what is exactly halfway between 3,000 and 4,000? That will be 3,500 milliliters. If I have to rewrite it differently, 3,000 milliliters will give me 3 liters, and 5 liters, 3,5 liters. That's what we get there. Okay, that's the way to do it. Okay, guys, good luck with today's work. Hope you are going to enjoy it. Keep well. See you tomorrow. Bye.